Oh, wow. You're actually wearing your hair down tonight.
Yeah, because I finally decided that I love my hair. I figured out the solution for my morning frizz, midday poof, and even next day bedhead. It's Frizz E Secret Weapon Touch-Up Cream by John Frieda.
Well, you and your hair look flawless.
Flawless and touchable. Feel.
Oh.
See? It's soft. Smooth ends, no flyaways, shiny.
Well, I clearly need to get some because your hair looks amazing.
Frizz E Secret Weapon, only from John Frieda.
Uplift the lives one day at a time. Kimmy Kim and Elations Radio. They're here to get your day going fine. Kimmy Kim and Elations Radio. Kimmy Kim and Elations Radio. Kimmy Kim and Elations Radio.
And here's your host, Miss Kim Robinson.
welcome to Detox Tuesday on Elation Radio. My name is Michelle Edmonds, and we host and we just love hosting the show Nature Heals, and that's what you're tuned into. I hope that's why you're here. Got some good stuff for you as we wrap up our series on herbs for reproductive health. We began 2 weeks ago, and we started talking about the female reproductive cycle, if you recall. If you don't, well, you go ahead and get that on-demand link, okay? Stop sitting back and missing this good information. Go to Elation Radio platform, get the on-demand link on Blog Talk Radio as well, on Spreaker, and check out these on-demand links for these shows. So we talked about the woman's menstrual cycle and the severe form of PMS. Then we segued and we began talking last week on Elation Radio about men's herbs for men. And we talked primarily about nitric oxide, if you recall, also known as NO. Then last evening on Serenity Radio Network, owned by yours truly, the coach and the godmother, we talked about not just nitric oxide, but we talked about 11 other nutritional substances that are excellent for not just men, but for improving circulation. And if you're talking circulation, we said, if you're talking about improving sex drive, we also said you're talking about improving circulation. There is no such thing as having poor erectile dysfunction and having good circulation. Now, let's go back again and repeat that, because this is so important. Ladies, you have men in your life that you love. I'm not here to judge, married, single. We're not about that this evening. We're talking about mature men and women who have made the decision to be close, and this is an aspect of health that we got to talk more about on Christian radio. We're not supposed to hear it from the world. We're supposed to hear it from the Christian community. So if you have an ED problem, that means erectile dysfunction, you have a cardiovascular disease that's brewing. Make no mistake about that. And so we're going to use erectile dysfunction as a diagnostic tool for high blood pressure, underlying, and some form of cardiovascular disease. So the first thing all of you ladies do, you march your loved one to the doctor and you tell them to get a physical exam and rule out high blood pressure, cardiovascular disease. Now, before I talk about the drugs that can cause erectile dysfunction and poor circulation, let's press the pause button. Bow your head with me. Let's say our prayer. Father God, may the words of my mouth and the voice of my heart be acceptable in your sight. Lord, you are our strength and you are our Redeemer. We love you so very much, and we thank you for this platform. We bless Kimmy Kim and all that she does. In Jesus' name, amen. And we also, by the way, I want to stick this in. I also want you to pray for your president. Let's stop all this protests against Trump. He's in, and some of y'all know y'all voted for him, and you're just not talking. Ain't no way in the world that man got to be president, and everybody's against him, so just stop it. Press the pause button, since we're talking about men. I suspect that Trump represents what I'm going to call the alpha male. Be he Caucasian, African American, it doesn't matter, Asian, we're still going to see Trump as an alpha male. And we're talking about men anyway, so why not take this rabbit trail? Anytime a man can be a billionaire, have beautiful wife, beautiful children, exquisite-looking daughters, a daughter, by the way, that converted to Judaism, made billionaire, top-rated show on TV called The Apprentice, and then he comes right back behind that and becomes president, I suggest maybe we need to press the pause button and say, what does this man know? What books did he read? And so I suggest, rather than the protest, I suggest, and I'm not trying to get on a political platform here, but I suggest we stop the protest. We pray for the man. And if we be quiet long enough, we just might learn something. We might want to ask some questions. How does one person pull all of that off? Now, with that said, gentlemen, we're talking primarily to you tonight. Perfect segue and rabbit trail, because we're talking about things that are important to men. Power, and a lot of their power is around the sexual organ. So let's talk about what's happening when we use certain drugs. Now, ironically, the drugs that are used to treat high blood pressure, cardiovascular disease, also contribute to erectile dysfunction. You know, what else is new? What an irony, but we need to inform you that could be what's underlying. One, at the very top of the list, it's CTZ, hydrochlorothiazide. That is a top popular one that's used as a water pill. That is a very, very popular drug, but it also increases the chance of ED. Furosemide does as well. Oh, let's see, methyl-dopa, clonidine, verapamil. These are blood pressure medications that many of you have heard of, gentlemen. Procardia, hydralazine, Cadopril, another popular high blood pressure medication that increases ED, Vasotec, metoprolol, which is a form of Lopressor. Oh, my goodness, labetalol, another one, increases your chances of erectile dysfunction. Prozac. Now I'm moving from the high blood pressure drugs. I'm talking about some other drugs. Now let's talk about the antidepressants that contribute to erectile dysfunction. So now we didn't name all of the high blood pressure drugs that contribute to erectile dysfunction. I just named some of the big ones. Another one, Vasotec, Lopressor, does as well. Let's talk now about the antidepressants that contribute to erectile dysfunction. Prozac, Zoloft, Elavil, Enapronil, Nardil, Busbar, Librium contributes to erectile dysfunction, and Dilantin. We'll stop there. Let's talk about antihistamines that contribute to erectile dysfunction. Dramamine, Atavert contributes to erectile dysfunction. Let's talk about the anti-inflammatory drugs that contribute to erectile dysfunction. Naproxen, Indocin. Let's talk about Parkinson's medications that contribute to erectile dysfunction. Cinemet, Parlodel, Cogentin, Levodopa, to name a few. Now, the list goes on and on, but my point is this. Erectile dysfunction, number one, gentlemen, is a symptom, not the cause in and of itself. It is a symptom of cardiovascular disease underlying. Number two, it is a symptom of poor circulation that is going on somewhere, very often in the legs, and it's manifesting as erectile dysfunction. And so we all agree in agreement now. You're not going to treat erectile dysfunction first. You treat high blood pressure first. You treat any underlying cardiovascular, and you get a physical and make sure that it hasn't worsened if you've been told that you have a heart problem in the past. Now, with that said, I want to transition and talk a little bit about those herbs and nutrients. We're going to pick up where we left off last week. We left off with one that might surprise you that actually impairs erectile dysfunction, that impairs the ability of your body to absorb nitric oxide. Remember we said that stands for no. Remember that? No nitric oxide, no circulation. Remember we said that? No circulation, no good sex. That's our mantra, gentlemen, okay? So now we left off with Listerine is a blocker. Isn't that something? Listerine mouthwash actually blocks your body's ability to convert the proper nutrients to nitric oxide. And remember, no That means no circulation, and no circulation means no sex. So if you hear that Listerine impairs nitric oxide conversion, I say leave that bottle alone. Why not, right? Now let's go back to what increases no. Laughter. Sit down in front of an old comedy. For example, if you like Jackie Gleason and the Honeymooners, which I happen to like, sit down and watch old reruns of Jackie Gleason and the Honeymooners. Sit down and watch something that makes you laugh. Do you know laughter increases nitric oxide production in the body? It increases the growth hormone dopamine, which increases nitric oxide levels significantly. And this is proven in tests. This is not rumor. This is not hearsay. And besides, what do you have to lose? What do you have to lose? That you heard laughter is your best medicine. It's true. And even if it's not true, go ahead and start laughing more, okay? Let's talk some more. Niacin. That's Niacin. Niacin is also known as vitamin B3, and it's one of the 91 essential nutrients for human survival. To put it mildly, niacin plays a crucial role in energy production, gene expression, and hormone synthesis. Humans cannot exist without niacin. Niacin is essential for good heart health. In fact, it's so beneficial, you should almost hold your doctor accountable for not just recommending that you go and pick up a bottle of niacin from your local neighborhood health food store. We have a great brand that we like. Check out my blog post. You're going to also see my post in the Facebook group, Mind, Body, Spirit, on the type of niacin that I want you to use. Not all brands are equal, but most importantly, niacin has been known and researched to decrease the chance of stroke more effective than statin drugs. That is major, and I want all of you to Google the word niacin, research it yourself, and you're going to pull up that there are a lot of studies that back this, the claim that niacin it can actually be more effective than statin drugs by increasing HDL cholesterol and lowering the bad cholesterol, which is the LDL. Where do you find niacin? Well, it's mainly in red meat, but here we go again. How much niacin is in steak? Nobody knows. So go ahead. If you've been diagnosed with a cardiovascular disease, high blood pressure, circulatory problems, or if you already have signs of ED, get yourself on niacin. Take at least 1 to 2 capsules a day along with your medication if you're scared to stop your medication, and as you should be. If you don't wish to do that, we're not recommending that you do that. I am recommending, though, that you supplement with niacin, and then we mentioned last night CQ10. Let's talk some more. Another one that is great at increasing circulation and therefore nitric oxide is capsicum. Capsicum is hot pepper. If you're someone that likes hot sauce and hot pepper and hot stuff on everything, it might be an intuitive liking because capsicum, which is the hotness in hot sauce and all the things that we love that are hot, bell peppers, and it is good for these items, good for the eyes. Capsicum burns calories. It is an anti-cancer agent. Here we go again. Capsicum supports a healthy heart. It known to cure anemia, known as. Boosts immune system, lowers bad cholesterol, that's that LDL again. Regulates blood pressure, prevents hypertension, anti-inflammatory. So if you hear me, I mentioned 10 things that capsicum is good for. I'm looking at the list. At least 5 of them are related to circulation. So now some of you don't like hot stuff. Maybe you don't like hot sauce. Maybe you don't like hot pepper. Maybe you just don't even know how much to take. So then go and get yourself a bottle of capsicum. This is available in your neighborhood health food store. It's nothing spooky, but it's spelled CAPSAICIN, capsicum. It is the active ingredient that makes hot pepper hot. And it protects testosterone molecules and improves circulation. Coffee. We're actually on 16. Remember, we started this last night on Serenity Radio, so you're going to pick up that link as well. Now, coffee. This is a tricky one, everyone. Coffee is both a vasodilator, meaning that it dilates blood pressures and lowers blood pressure by increasing nitric oxide. Listen to this, everyone. However, on the other hand, it also has the opposite effect. It can constrict your blood vessels and increase your blood pressure. Everyone has heard if you drink too much coffee, you actually increase your blood pressure. But here is a very interesting caveat. Fascinating. Because coffee is high in antioxidants, if you can drink it black, please try to drink it black. The benefits outweigh the slight negative, which is that it can bump up your blood pressure, because coffee increases the enzyme nitric oxide. Here's that no again. And no converts, remember, no converts arginine into no. Nitric oxide synthase converts arginine into no. So the antioxidants in coffee increase nitric oxide production, while the caffeine constricts your blood pressure, your blood vessels. We're going to use, ideally, decaffeinated coffee, although some say, and I'm of the belief, I want you to use caffeinated coffee, but please use black only. And then you'll get the boosting effects, the boosting nitric oxide effects, while getting the testosterone boost that comes from the caffeine. And only caffeine can do that. Is that clear? If it was not, get this link, okay, and listen to it again. Remember, coffee has a dual purpose. Our jury is on the side of using coffee to dilate the blood vessels and increase circulation, but black only, okay? Along the same lines, raw cocoa powder is also used to increase your circulation, and it increases nitric oxide production. That's CaCao, raw cacao powder. Why does it work? Because raw cacao powder increases the compound called pycnogenol. Do you remember me talking about that last night on Serenity Radio Network? And pycnogenol, like grapeseed, is high in no boosting antioxidants. Okay? You can find cacao powder as a supplement at nearly any health food store. Whole Foods will carry it, and if you can't find it, hit me up on Facebook at Serenity Weight Loss, or go to our Facebook group called Mind, Body, and Spirit. If you have a natural, intuitive feeling toward cocoa, it's probably the coffee, the cocoa bean that you're going after, the nitric oxide boosting properties of the cacao powder that you're going after. If you're finding that you're being attracted to cocoa, that's what's doing it. Now, we're at the bottom of the hour, but I want to cover a very interesting herb called Icarin, but the popular name is horny goat weed. Yes, right, you heard me. I'm going to repeat that. Horny, Horney. I didn't stutter. I said horny goat weed. That's right. It looks like a plant, It gets its name because it has big green leaves with some color around it. Usually it's gold or purple trimming around the leaves. But the horny goatweed gets its name because right smack in the middle of the leaf there is a flower, and the flower resembles a goat kicking, and that's where it gets its name. Horny because it is known as the aphrodisiac herb. Now these things are not made up. This is ancient wisdom that comes from Africa, Egypt, from China. And, for example, one of the best items you can use to boost your erectile function is ginseng, which comes from China. And that's been around for years, but we want you to use the good kind. Remember we said that? Use the Korean Panax type. So we're talking ancient wisdom. And one of them is horny goatweed, believe it or not. The scientific name is Icarin or epimedium. Epimedium. It is an aphrodisiac that boosts testosterone levels quite significantly, and it's tested. So I say, why not? If Icarin or horny goatweed rivals Viagra and Cialis and all the other, erectile dysfunction medications, why not? Try some horny goatweed. Fox News did an article on it. Horny goatweed. It's going to be posted in the Facebook group on Serenity and Serenity Weight Loss Facebook page. Read more about horny goatweed. I'm going to post as much information as you can. But please, get a coach. Get someone who has studied this, who can talk you through the best combination of these herbs and supplements that are going to work for you. I can tell you this, though. You're not going to triumph over erectile dysfunction if you don't add nitric oxide, no boosting properties and supplements. You're not going to get over it, okay? Let's see what we can do. Let's cover two more before we have to end. Whole eggs. Yep, that's right, I said it. We're going to use the egg yolk. I know you've all heard, don't use egg yolks. That's going to increase your cholesterol. That's not quite accurate. Good cholesterol is the HDL. We want that up. Dr. Joel Wallach, who is a 1991 Nobel Prize nominee, actually believes that men, to correct erectile dysfunction, actually need to increase their egg intake to as many, he says, 6 to 12. Now, I err on the conservative side, and, of course, many people and men don't like eggs. It's possible that you don't even like eggs. But if you do, some say it's certainly safe to increase, I say, to 2, 3, or 4 per day. Whole egg, please. Whole egg, please, not the egg whites. And that will boost your testosterone because testosterone is made in fat, and eggs is a basis of fat, of good fat. Lastly, we're going to use turmeric. If you're a Serenity team member, you've heard me talk about turmeric before. Wonderful anticoagulant, which means blood thinning properties. And if you're a blood thinner, that means we're talking about circulation. Turmeric is known to rival, hands down, aspirin, the cholesterol medication Flavix, Lovinex, Advil, Motrin, Naproxen, and, of course, the popular blood thinner warfarin and Coumadin. Now, unfortunately, many people are already on these medications. I get it. And you're going to hear that if you're on these medications, turmeric is actually contraindicated. Remember, if you're not already on these medications, seek a coach and give these herbs a try before you're so quick to embrace the medications. With that said, everyone, we're at the bottom of the hour. This was part 3 of our series on Say Yes to No, nitric oxide and other good stuff for men that increases circulation, and, yes, of course, improves erectile dysfunction. I know I laid a lot of information on you. Hard topic, very challenging topic to talk about. Many times we don't talk enough about what helps to give ourselves a healthy sex life. But remember, a healthy sex life is really dependent on healthy circulation, cardiovascular circulation, and no problems in the legs like thrombosis. If any of that's brewing, check yourself out first. Then you can embrace some of these wonderful natural remedies before or in addition to the harmful, very, very harmful medications that are so often prescribed. With that said, everyone, my name is Michelle Edmonds, and I'm also known as the Godmother. This was Say Yes to No. No stands for nitric oxide, for increasing sex in men and other good stuff. Give me a call if you need some coaching, you want some clarity, 404-445-8579. We're on Facebook group at Mind, Body, Spirit, Facebook pages, Serenity Weight Loss. Love you so much. Thank you. This is the end of our series, Say Yes to No. And we hope you stay tuned next week as we start another series to help you stay away from drugs, be healthy, and walk in a wellness model. May the peace you seek in this world you find first within yourself. Good night, everyone. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.
I'm trying to get ready. I'm trying to get ready. And to get ready for Jesus to come.
Sometimes I wonder how long can the world continue to stand with brother killing brother, no love in this land. But the natural truth is, time ain't long. God is on his way back. Take us all home. I'm trying to get ready. I'm trying to get ready. I'm trying to get ready for Jesus to come. I'm trying to get ready. I'm trying to get ready. Ready for Jesus to come back for me. You see, he only left one command for us to love our fellow man. Yet we choose hatred and guns, brothers killing brothers, and fathers killing sons. Start our walk by faith and not by sight. Stay on our knees until our brothers get it right. One day we all will see the light. We all will see the light. Yeah, make no mistake about it. The Lord is coming. Yeah, Jesus is coming back. No man knows the day or the hour when the Son of Man shall appear. Oh, no, no, no. The Bible says he's coming like a thief in the middle of the night. Middle of the night, yeah. So you got to keep your lamp always
Did you start your degree but never finish it? Now you can. Kaplan University has scholarships to help you save on your degree. Save up to $4,000 on your associates, or save up to $6,000 on your bachelor's. These are scholarships, not loans. You won't have to pay them back. Visit savings.kaplan.edu today for details. That's savings.kaplan.edu. Terms and conditions apply. Visit kaplan.edu/info for complete consumer and gainful employment information.